Hi, it's Tony from Tony G's Pizza Ovens and Kitchen Studio, and today we're going to show you how to work the dough, roll it out into some pizza pies, how to get it on and off the peel without it sticking, getting it in and out of the pizza oven without it making a mess. So let's get started with this pizza party. This is the dough that we made in our previous episode. This is what it looks like, and at this point we're just going to deflate it a little bit, pound it down. What you want to do is be really generous with the flour at this point that you're working on the counter, because flour is our friend when we're rolling out this pizza dough. Because it's an extremely wet dough, you're going to need a lot of this flour to keep it from sticking and to incorporate it into the dough. So I'm just loosening this up a little bit, deflating it. And then I'm just going to grab a little wad. We make pizzas about 12-14 inches. I have found that that's a really good size of a pizza. It cooks well. When you're doing pizza parties, people can make their own little personal pizza. It works really well. You'll develop your own methods and techniques as you go along. I'm not such a purist to where I'd hand toss everything. Sometimes your dough comes out a little drier, sometimes it's a little wetter. So that's just how it is when you're cooking at home. So this dough is just wonderful. I can tell usually by the first roll how this dough is gonna look, and this is really great pizza dough. So once you get it to this point, take your little scraper and get your countertop dough flour off to the side, and then we have a medium size peel about like that, and I'm using some semolina flour. I like semolina better than cornmeal. It doesn't burn at the high temperatures that we do. You can be pretty generous with it. Get it on your peel if you have to spread it out a little bit. And one of the techniques that the chef Nate and I have developed is the first thing that hits your tongue when you're eating a pizza is the bottom of the crust. We like to throw just a little tiny bit of finishing salt. This is some Himalayan pink salt in with the semolina on the bottoms, because I want you to taste something other than just burnt flour when you stick this pizza in your mouth. So give it a little shake when you get it on there. Just make sure it's loosened up. And then we're gonna throw some homemade marinara sauce. You can do whatever you want. I just had a whole bunch left over from a pizza demo a couple weeks ago. This stuff keeps probably for 2 or 3 weeks. But there's a lot of really great pasta sauces on the market, some really great organic ones. So use what you like. You know, this is about cooking really great pizzas the way you want them, not the way we want them. So make this your own. I'm always shaking this to make sure it doesn't stick. So we are going to use we're going to use a little bit of mixture of both kinds of cheeses. I have this beautiful little fresh mozzarella, miniature little mozzarella balls. They work really fantastic. You can get these now in most of your grocery stores. They're little tiny, they call them mozzarella pearls. They're just great. So I'm going to show you just some really simple ingredients I've got some sweet bell peppers sliced up, some tomatoes, some scallions. We've got some locally made Polish sausage that we sliced up, some calamatas out of Orland, California, and my bacon dust. So let's just start with a little bit of color. So we're going to just throw some sweet peppers on, and we'll throw just a little bit of tomato on because we've already got a lot of tomato on there. We don't really need to overdo it on the tomato flavors. We're going to throw some of these calamatas on. And our style of pizza making is not to load this up to where you can't see the sauce. We want you to be able to distinguish all the flavors. A little bit of scallions and some of the scallion greens. I just love this color today that's going on. And I think we'll throw a few of these beautiful pieces of locally made sausage. And use whatever you have that's local to you. We try to do seasonal pizza, so whatever's available in season at your farmer's market. And then we're just going to take some shredded mozzarella on the top, just a little bit. And then I'm going to throw, as a finishing salt on here, you can do this before or after. I like to do it before, so it melts in with the cheese. But this is some smoked sea salt. It's just fabulous, mesquite smoked sea salt. It is wonderful. So this is what it looks like. How simple that was. It's sliding off the pizza peel, so we're gonna go throw this in the oven. We'll be right back. Well, we're ready to throw our pizza in the pizza oven. We got about a 650 degree on the deck, about 1100 degree air temperature. This is how it's done. Just slide it off there, and I just bang the excess flour off. And as you can see, it's not going to take long to cook this pizza. And the key is to just always keep it moving. Just let it do its thing. You'll see the dough's already bubbling up. We're just going to keep rotating it. Once you do this enough times, you'll get a sense for how the fire works for you, where the hot spots in the oven, because each time you build a fire, it's going to be hot in different parts of it. We're just going to keep moving it around. And then if you want a little bit more char, a little bit quicker char, if you do this, we call this topping it. I don't know what the official pizza gods terminology is, but it's about 1200 degrees at the top, and that's what your pizza looks like. It's fantastic, it's beautiful. Let's go cut this thing up and see how it tastes.